So what should we do? Because I struggle with this. I honestly think the world would be a better place without it. But then there's benefits to it too. I mean, I'm just starting a podcast, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to let people know about it on social media. And then I also think, hey, we can't cede this important ground to the left. And if all Republicans leave these social media platforms that we're giving, maybe perhaps we're giving the Twitter, Facebook, and these other places exactly what they want. I don't know. So, what do you think is the best policy moving forward for individuals in terms of their usage of social media based upon what's going on?
Wow. Um, I know that I'm just so exhausted. 2020 was so exhausting. This election was so exhausting. The post-election madness is so exhausting. I feel less urged to pick up my phone and read anything like I used to, just because I'm just too exhausted. Maybe I'll rest up, and by summer everything will be back to normal. I don't know, but I think people need to rethink what they do and why they do it. You know, technology just became easier and kind of fun and just becomes a part of your life. And before you know it, I guess it's kind of like addiction. Before you know it, you used to just have a few beers after work, and then, you look up 5 years later and you're an alcoholic, and you don't know how that happened. It happened slowly. And I think our addiction to digital devices has kind of happened slowly. And you can free yourself from it though. You can turn that phone off.
Yeah.
You can, if you don't want to cancel your Twitter account, make a resolution to not even look at Twitter for a week, then see how 2 weeks goes. That'd be nice. But I think people would probably, and this would be a much healthier conversation if social media, which is supposed to be a free speech platform, is actually a free speech platform.
Yeah.
But like the march through the institutions of the left, the I was thinking about this because you said, what should we do? And it's like, I think a lot of conservatives just probably just want to walk away. It's like, I want to, as I just advocated, right? I'm not going to get involved. I'm not going to do it. I'm done. I'm not doing Facebook
Right.
anymore. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not going to make it stink. Let them have it. You know what? The conservatives did that about our education system, and now
Wow.
that's dominated by the left. They did
Great
that about
point.
the higher education system, and now that's dominated by the left. They did that in Hollywood, and now Hollywood is dominated by the left. And so, the option is either, I guess, fight or walk away. And it depends on how important you think the future of communication in America is.
Yeah.
And so after convincing myself 20 seconds ago that I wanted to walk away, I think I don't. I think I want to turn around, walk into the fire, and fight back so that, true American principles are applied to some of the most important things, certainly in our political life, which is the ability to communicate and to learn and to read. And if it's controlled entirely by the left, that's a pretty scary place.
Beautifully put. I couldn't have put it better myself. And I think 100% right on. That's a good place to even for us to just kind of stop so that we can contemplate that about what our next step is going to be, and whether or not we think that the path of least resistance will lead to the right conclusion, as it typically never does. I know it hasn't for the Christian conservative circles, who now bemoan the fact that prayer and Bibles have been taken out of schools. But they actually did nothing about it when it was going on, and it is the way it is now. And so we essentially are eating the fruit of our labors. And so I want us to think about that as we kind of address this issue too.
Catch new episodes of Indie Thinker with Reed Uberman for free right now by going to YouTube or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. Simply type Indie Thinker with Reed Uberman in the search bar and click on my face. Don't forget to like, rate, and subscribe to stay informed when a new episode drops.